Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Tradin with RWC. This week we're going to be looking at a book that I've already read in singles, but picked up in trade form and wanted to reread it and tell you all about it, and that's Ghosted, Volume 1, Haunted Heist. Okay, so first things first, written by Joshua Williamson, drawn by Goran Sudzuka, and colors by Miroslav Merva. I know I murdered that one, but hopefully not too badly. This book is fantastic if you're into the horror type stuff. It has this great horror feel to it. The art fits it beautifully, and the colors just make it what it is. Now, I said this when the first issue came out. I picked it up, read it, and I said the first page is the best first panel of any book I've ever read, and that stays true. Normally, I wouldn't show this because I love it so much, but it's kind of something like I kind of want to prove to everybody. And there's been enough time between the actual release of the first issue and the actual release of this first trade that I don't feel bad for like spoiling it. So here it is, the first page, the best first page ever in comics. I don't know if you can get a good look at the words or not, but this inmate is saying, "You're next, superstar," while he's banging a poor another inmate. It's just, that kind of gives you the type of humor that's in this book, because it just rolls through the whole thing. There's funny parts mixed in with the horror mixed in with it's kind of an adventure story, but it's fantastic. If you guys haven't read it, you really, really should. And like I said, the art is phenomenal. The story is great. The coloring is amazing. One part, I'll show you this page is just amazing. It's a double page spread. This is off of the first issue. It's just awesome. You see the art here, super detailed in the surroundings and the setting. The coloring is fantastic. You see this great just fire scene, like how the oranges and yellows and reds and pinks and purples all just look great. And it's just phenomenal. Everything about this is just a great story. So let me tell you about the story a little bit. There's, like I showed you in that first page, the gentleman walking away, the superstar, he is our main character, Jackson T. Winters, in prison for attempting to rob a casino, kind of Ocean's 11 style, with a group of friends put together. Didn't make it out because his team got possessed and everybody ended up dying except for him. So he's in prison for that, and he gets busted out by this female, Anderson, who is working for a very rich gentleman named Marcus. Has a really weird name, and I don't want to mess it up, so we're just gonna call him Marcus. Marcus breaks Jackson out of prison to to steal a ghost for him from a haunted mansion called the Trask Mansion. The Trask Mansion is scheduled for demolition, and he wants a ghost from the Trask Mansion to keep in his occult collection, his supernatural collection of stuff. Jackson then tells him, actually I want to get this right because this part was hilarious. He tells him that, sure, you're paying for it, but I'm putting the group together. And where is it? Here we go. So he pretty much tells him, you know, like I said, you're paying for it, but I'm putting the team together. I make the plan. I do everything. It's my way or that's it. And Marcus agrees. And Jackson says, one more thing. I want a new suit, tailor-made, navy blue, 50s style, something Sinatra would have worn. Then I want a Russian prostitute with big ones. I don't care if they're fake or not, or if she's really Russian. She just needs to have the accent, and the crew is my call. That's the deal. Oh, and I'm going to need a shave. And Marcus says, done and done. I thought that was so funny, and classy at the same time. Like, this guy is obviously a con man, but wants to look his best in a Sinatra-style suit, and I love that. So he puts together this team of... Let me see if I can get to it. Oliver King, who is a non-believer, and Jackson thinks that everybody needs a non-believer in their group. Robbie Trick, who's an old school magician and has a history of like dealing with occult artifacts and stuff like that. Did I say he's a magician? I don't know if I said he's a magician, but he's a magician. And then we have Jay and Joe Burns, who are like reality show ghost hunters that use like technology type stuff that Jackson thinks will come in handy. Also, Anderson, the girl who broke Jackson out of prison, will be in there, and Edzina Rusnak, who is the super psychic and medium to people with deep pockets. So, a psychic. He uses these people to hunt a ghost in Trask Mansion. So, that's pretty much the basis of the story. I don't want to get too much into it deeper, but there are a lot of really funny jokes, a lot of really cool things, a lot of really phenomenal art. The coloring's great. When you finally get to see the ghosts and stuff, the art is fantastic, like just amazing, bordering on Bernie Wrightson. So if that gives you any indication of how I feel about this, you know, it's just phenomenal, just really, really great. I believe the singles are on the third story arc now. I read through the second one, granted not as good as the first one, but I still really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't. The third, I've read a few issues, but I've kind of stopped collecting single issues, if you guys know, and kind of just focusing more on my trade collection. But that story arc started off really, really good too. So if you want to, I know the second trade's out. I'm going to be looking for it just cheap. But go pick up this first one. It's fantastic. The second one, like I said, not as good, but I still really enjoyed it. And the start of the third arc was really, really fantastic too. So give it a try if you're into the horror stuff at all. If not, it's still really good. It's funny, but kind of has its own like different style of humor. So yeah, that's my review for Ghosted Volume 1, Haunted Heist, and have a good one. I'll see you next time.